Hey, today I will be informing you about performance enhancement drugs epidemic in professional sports. So the term PED is an acronym for performance enhancement drugs. A performance enhancing drug is a substance used to improve any form of activity performance in humans. In professional sports and college sports, athletes are drug tested on street drugs and PEDs. There are many types of PEDs banned in professional sports, such as steroids, hormone enhancers, stimulants, masking agents, and much more. So the three major problems associated with the use of PED drugs in pro sports are the long-term effects, the ethical values, and the effect they have on amateur athletes. On to my first main point, the long-term effects of PEDs. So there are mental effects based that these PEDs bring along, and it causes depression, it causes anxiety, paranoia, aggression, and hallucinations. According to Pope, of particular concern are cardiovascular effects, hematologic effects, psychiatric and neuropsychologic effects, and hormonal and metabolic effects. So these are some additional effects that PEDs cause on your body. Then there's moving on to physical effects. So PEDs may cause high blood pressure, it may cause heart attacks or strokes. This is a form of death, and I don't think anyone will want to end up in this risk. Then steroids. So steroids, like, it makes you develop breasts, shrink your testicles, and infertility. So these are some effects the steroids cause on your body. And then addiction. So it's just you just get addicted to it. You just have the compulsive need to seek out and just use these steroids. Like, you're just so addicted that you just always have to have it. And then the withdrawal symptoms due to stopping the use of steroids. So according to Delosio, the most dangerous of the withdrawal symptoms is depression because it sometimes leads to suicide attempts. So when you're so hooked on these drugs and then you just have to go through this withdrawal form, it just wants you to sometimes cause suicide if you can't get this PED. On to my next, the ethical issues with taking PEDs. So it is banned by professional sports. And professional sports in pro ball, they're very strict on these using drugs and enhancement stuff. So according to Warner, performance enhancing drugs have once again taken a toll on the professional sports world with yesterday's suspension of 13 Major League Baseball players, included Alex Rodriguez, the highest paid player in professional baseball. So as you can see with that quote, professional baseball, they're really serious about using these drugs because it's like it just helps you on the longer run, and they don't put up with it, and it's harmful to your body and spirit, and it's disrespectful to your sports. On to my next point. So the effects it has on amateur sports. So it is prohibited in the NCAA sports. There are drug tests. If you're tested positive once, you can be suspended for some sort of season based on the NCAA. And in professional ball, you get if you're tested positive more than twice, you could be banned from the league. So according to Rosenthal, there is growing concern that high school athletes are using steroids, and some states have instituted drug testing at high school sports events. So many high school athletes are starting to use these drugs, which is not good at all because they're starting at a younger age, and then it's going to be hard for them to get off of this drug. So then there are cases of high school athletes taking PEDs. According to Krantz, conservative estimates show that roughly 5% of students report using the most dangerous drugs, anabolic, androgenic steroids, and human growth hormones sometimes in their life. As I said, this is not good because if you're using these drugs, steroids, whatever enhancement boosters since in high school, and then when you get on a high level, if you're that good, it's going to be hard to stop, and then you're going to be going through these withdrawal process. And then the addiction, it transfers over to professional baseball. So if you're drafted, you may still have this addiction to the PEDs, and it's hard to come off. And then drug tests are very strict in professional baseball, as I said, and they don't put up with this. So your chance of not getting caught is like gonna be real high, or your chance of getting caught is gonna be real high. So with everything said, PED stands for performance enhancement drug. They are banned by the NCAA in all professional sports. PED can cause both physical and mental health effects and can jeopardize your career. The use of PED can cause long-term effects, is ethically wrong, and the increasing number of amateur athletes using them is getting higher.